What business have you? Shorel Oran. We will have justice.
Anaria Shola. Is of the essence.
The dark times will pass. The reckoning is at hand. Stay State your business, Shurelaron. We will have justice. I have one-of-a-kind items. Remember the sun well.
The eternal sun guides us. Shurelaron, the reckoning is at hand. Our enemies will fall. Be ready for anything.
Baladash Malinore, Salama Ashalinore. The eternal sun guides us. We will persevere. Baladash Malinore. State your business. The reckoning is at hand.
Victory lies ahead.
To get to Moonglade, teleport Moonglade spell, and you will be teleported to Moonglade artifact weapon step of the quest, or you talk to Hamul Runtotum. That's how you get Moonglade.
The reckoning is at hand. Anu Belore Delana. Keep your wits about you. Death to all who oppose us.
The dark times will pass. Keep your wits about you.
Your gold is welcome here. Shurelaron.
Yes. What do you need? What would you
Well
ask
met.
of death?
The dark times will pass. We will have justice.
Choose wisely. Farewell.
Classic WoW is a massive game with a lot of secret items, abilities, and mechanics
Anaria Shola.
players probably did not know about. Whether you are a new player to Classic
Salama
WoW,
Ashalanore.
hopefully some new tips on this list are things that you never knew about. So with that being said, here are 10 amazing tips and tricks.
Remember the sun well.
Starting off at number 10 is 2 potion cooldowns. So everybody knows that after using a potion, it gives you a 2-minute cooldown before you can use it again. Now all potions of all types, whether they be minor health potions or major mana potions, all have a 2-minute cooldown after using one of these potions. Meaning that if you use a health potion, you cannot immediately use a mana potion after. You have to wait 2 minutes as they share the same cooldown. However, what if I told you that there was a potion in the game that you can use but doesn't share the cooldowns associated with every other potion? There is an item called the Tuber, which restores between 700 and 900 health. On first glance, this doesn't look very good, as most people would assume that this is actually associated with the cooldown of every other potion in the game. However, this is completely separate from those cooldowns, meaning that you can use the Tuber and then use a mana potion or a health potion immediately after. In essence, this is a bonus health potion that you can use, and a lot of high-level players take advantage of this hidden mechanic. So how do you get these weapon tubers, as these are only binding picked up? If you go to Felwood and you speak to this NPC, you can ask her for a Cenarian beacon. When this NPC from the Cenarian circle gives you this
Glory to the Sindori.
mob in Felwood, you have a very high chance of getting an item called a corrupted soul shard. Once you collect 6 of these, you can trade them into this NPC and get Cenarian plant salves. Now with these salves in your inventory, you can actually hand them in to one of these plants in Felwood, and then you'll get a unique reward. Obviously, if you go to the Whipperwood plants in Felwood, they will give you some of the Whipperwood tubers upon handing in the plant salves. There's also another plant in this area called the Corrupted Sunflower, where if you trade the plant salves with this plant, it will give you a 1-hour buff that will increase all of your stats by 15 and give you a bonus 5% chance to critical strike. As you can imagine, a lot of hardcore raiding guilds will take advantage of that buff and also take advantage of the hidden mechanic of the Whipperwood Tuber. Okay, so number 9 on this list is opening doors without a key. So in Classic WoW, a lot of dungeons are actually gated behind the door that you need a key to unlock. There are quite a lot of examples of it, such as Stratform, Scarlet Monastery, and Scholarmans. However, what if I told you that you don't actually need
Farewell.
to open up these doors and enter the dungeon portal? So in Classic WoW, there is a mechanic where you can traverse through any locked door or gate if you are a ghost. Blizzard created this mechanic because obviously once you are a ghost, you can't actually use any items or interact with any objects. So they had to put this mechanic in the game so that people don't get locked outside the dungeon. So you yourself can take advantage of this. You can pick a fight with an alliance and hopefully they'll kill you. You can die from falling damage or get killed by NPCs outside of the dungeon. Either way, once this happens, you will actually be able to traverse through the locked door when you are a ghost. Okay, so number 8 on
Yes.
this list is the bandage.
Hold your head high.
You get
Salama Ashalanore.
But the auction house prices for these stacks of cloth is really not that much compared to what you would just rather just sell it to an NPC and not have to deal with the auction house and the thief listing the item. So if you're in this camp, stop what you are doing right now, because there is a way to get a lot more money from NPCs by selling bandages instead of a stack of silks for 80 silver. Meaning that if you take every stack of cloth that you have and use the first aid to turn them into bandages, you're essentially creating more value when you sell them. However, 2 stacks of rune cloth only sells for 1 gold and 60 silver. 1 stack of heavy rune cloth bandages sell for 2 gold. And as far as I'm aware, this actually applies to all types of cloth and bandages. Whenever you turn cloth into bandages, you are essentially increasing the value of those items that you can sell to an NPC. Okay, so number 7 on this list is... Now I'm sure a lot of you guys...
Enubilore Delana, we will have justice. Remember the Sunwell.
Everybody has been in this situation before. However, there is actually a way to save that as well. And it's pretty much any possibility. So the way this works is that we will be taking advantage of the ancient system in the classic round. And if we do a ranged attack on this monster, this is because if you continuously attack a target while it's chasing after you, it won't actually run back. However, if you don't attack a target and you just leave it alone, it will eventually run back and leash back to its original position. By taking advantage of this mechanic, you can essentially take any monster away from its pack and single it out. By using this trick, you can essentially save yourself from dying and getting in incredibly difficult encounters when you make a questing and leveling experience. So number 6 on this list is 3 dark runes. So guys, any high level caster DPS or healer is going to know about dark runes. These are essentially like a secondary mana pot that sacrifices your health in return for mana. And they drop from Scholomance, and to be honest go for quite a lot of money, a couple of gold each. But they are incredibly necessary for some mana-based classes that absolutely need to use them when they're paid to stay competitive. However, there is a way to get a free version of this that does the exact same thing and doesn't cost you much, just time spent farming. In Felwood, there is a place called the Fire Run that has a bunch of satyrs that have a decent chance of drawing an item called a demonic rune. These demonic runes essentially do the same thing as a dark rune, just that they're buying to pick up and you can't resell them. However, if you are a mana-based class and you're struggling with gold, this might be a pretty good way to save some money on not buying dark runes from the auction house. These guys also drop Felcloth, which is a very good item that seems to be except for the mobs that you can find at the Fire Run. Number 5 on this list is the Blackrock Mountain shortcut. So any person that is level 60 or 50s is going to this is just what I and go through the structure, and to be honest this walk probably takes like a minute and a half. That's assuming that you don't die along the way due to road speed. There is a way to actually get the shortcut and you can enter the Blackrock Mountain first. Let's jump down here, you then jump down again, and you can essentially go from the entrance of the Blackrock Mountain straight to the Molten Core entrance pretty much instantaneously. Number 4 on this list is jousting. So what is jousting? If any of you guys in Classic WoW, you guys will know what it is to turn when you down, you can essentially do whatever you want. You can move items, cast the spell, and it won't affect the cooldown of your auto attack. Now to do this properly, You have to be kind of skillful to take advantage of jousting in classic WoW if you're a melee DPS, but I highly recommend any paladin, warrior or enhancement shaman to look into this, because once you get the hang of jousting, it becomes extremely useful. Okay, so number 3 on this list is increased camera distance. If any of you guys have been watching some streams of some high-level gamers, way beyond the point. There is a way to change this, and it doesn't really require any add-on or modification of the game files. It's fairly straightforward. By typing this in game/console camera distance max zoom factor 4, the distance that your camera can zoom out is increased by an extra. When your character is zoomed out, you can have awareness, thing that is going on. You just get exposed to a lot of it's also helpful to see if you're zoomed out. You can essentially see any member of the faction and just a lot of your scenes. This is why I don't use this myself. It's because I don't think it's the videos. So I always have the camera pretty close to the camera. If you're playing the game yourself, having your camera zoomed out very far is going to be dangerous. There is a reason why high level zoom out so far. Okay, so number 2 on this list is lava jumping. If you guys have ever heard the term lava jumping before in classic WoW, I'm wondering what this exactly was. This is actually a pretty interesting mechanic in the game that you can take advantage of. Now, if you guys have ever been in lava in classic WoW, you guys will know that lava hits pretty hard. Within about a few seconds, fire damage. However, the way that lava works in classic WoW is that it can only do fire damage if you're actually in the lava. If you jump out of the lava when the lava damage ticks and it sees that your character is not in the lava, you won't actually take any damage. So to take advantage of that, you just have to spam the jump button and you can essentially swim across lava and not take any damage. As crazy as this sounds, this actually works pretty well, and there is a run of BRD that has a shortcut that requires
I got a Dungeon Coach quick tip for you, getting you the World of Warcraft Dalaran Hearthstone. It's the old Hearthstone back from Legion. It's super cool. Go to the old Legion place. So in Orgrimmar, this is the portal room. This is in the, if you don't know where that is, I guess, this is the Orgrimmar portal room. You run in here. There you go. In here, you're in, a lot of times when you take portals, you get transported here in the first place. So I'm going to go to Azuna. And you see the Legion loading screen. And that's where you're going to know you're in the old Dalaran. That's where that Hearthstone is, and it's going to help you be able to move around the map so much faster because you can take, and here we go. Let me walk out here, as there's going to be a little path you have to go on. And I'm going to mount up, take a hard right, and look to the skies. There it is. Oh my God, that's Dalaran. So as I'm flying here, this is going to be able to make you be able to move around the map so much faster because you can just use your Dalaran Hearthstone. The shadow generator. It's a toy. It's easy to buy off the auction house. I have a whole video on that I'll put in the description. But now, entering into Dalaran, we are going to go to the corner of this place here, into this little inn right here. There's an NPC that's trying to follow and talk to me. Don't let him do it. This inn, right, I'm going to pull up the map here for you. This is the spot in the very northern part of the inn. You're going to go in here, talk to the inn, and say, I seem to have misplaced my Dalaran Hearthstone. And oh my God, there it is. Dalaran Hearthstone. I'm putting it right here in the action bar. And then, oh, I can teleport to Dalaran. What this is going to look like whenever you teleport to, I know I'm in Dalaran, but it's fine. Whenever you use this Hearthstone, it teleports you here. You should take 2 steps out of the place, and you can mount up. And if you're Horde, you can fly right around the corner to Orgrimmar. There's a portal right here. And oh my God, now look, we're back where we started. Basically, that Dalaran Hearthstone is pretty much an Orgrimmar Hearthstone, and that is awesome to let you free up the spots for your actual Hearthstone. So you put that wherever you want. You get your wormhole generator. I can go and use that to go wherever I want there. Just move around this freaking World of Warcraft efficiently. If I've helped you out with this at all, hit the like button so I can maybe help somebody else out with this kind of little channel of mine. And if you want to see more of these, hit your game.
State your business. Be ready for anything. Shorello, we will have justice. Keep your wits about you.
Back at the start of the universe, there were titans, gods born out of planets, kind of. found Azeroth and started bleeding bugs on everything. The Pantheon eventually finds Azeroth too, and they start fighting everyone. First the elementals, then the old gods. The Titans win, but they can't kill the old gods without killing Azeroth, so they build prisons instead. They leave behind a bunch of metal guys, and also some dragons to look after Azeroth and guard the prison in their absence. Off in another section of the universe, the Titan Sargeras learns the old gods can corrupt Titan planets and decides the only reasonable solution is to kill all life in the universe. He starts building a massive army called the Burning Legion by corrupting inhabitants of Titan planets. The Pantheon isn't happy, but all their planets are being corrupted, so they try to calm Sargeras down, telling him that the army is pointless because they found a world soul strong enough to defeat the Warlords. Sargeras responds by killing the Pantheon and imprisoning their spirits and sets out to find and destroy Azeroth. Unfortunately, Sargeras were going to stabs out Illidan's eyes and gives him full demon vision. This allows Illidan to see the true power of the Burning Legion, and he begins to fear their defeat on Azeroth will ultimately be pointless. One of the 5 aspects, named Eltharion, is driven mad by the old gods, who convince him to steal the Ever Aspect's powers by making a weapon called the Dragon Soul under the guise of fighting the Legion. Once the weapon is built, Eltharion blows everyone up with it. He changes his name to Deathwing to show off how edgy and cool he is. Malfurion steals the Dragon Soul and hides it. Deathwing is sealed in Deepholm, a big cave in the core of Azeroth. Rebellion shuts down the portal and stops the Legion. The Well of Eternity is destroyed in the process, which causes a big magic explosion, centering that breaks Kalimdor open. Elves fight over whoever used the last of the well and break into 2 factions. The Night Elves stay on Kalimdor, and the Highborn travel to the Eastern Kingdoms and make a new font of magical energy called the Sunwell. They rename themselves to the High Elves. The children of Brightpool and Northrend are being born mutated. These mutated children are ordered to be killed, but some are snuck to the Eastern Kingdoms instead. Here they form tribes and call themselves humans. One group of humans, called the Arathi tribe, begins to unite the other groups under one banner, forming the Kingdom of Arathor. Eventually, the Kingdom of Arathor grows so large that several of its biggest cities declare independence and break off into the kingdoms of Vilneus, Alterac, Dalaran, Kultiris, Stormwind, and
Victory lies ahead. We will have justice. Shorel Moran. Dragons aren't a fan of being eaten, so they ask the humans for help. The humans send the current guardian, Adrian, who goes to Northrend and kills the Avatar, sealing its body in the tomb of Sargeras so it can't be resurrected. Unbeknownst to Adrian, the portion of Sargeras' soul powering the Avatar jumps into her when she kills it and proceeds to hide there. Adrian decides that someone else getting to choose who gets her powers is lame, so she goes into hiding. Remember Velen and those goats on the spaceship that were fleeing the Legion? They just crashed onto a peaceful planet called Draenor and made friends with the Orcs, the race of shaman who are happy to share their planet. Everyone is friendly and these 2 races are sure to be lifelong. We will persevere. Hold your head high.
I haven't got all day. Trust no one.
Angry over losing the war, Dark Irons try to summon elementals to kill the Ever Clan. They do too good a job and accidentally summon Ragnarok, the Fire Lord, who
traps the dark iron dwarves inside a Black Rock Mountain and forces them to act as his slaves. Adrian is still in hiding and just had a child named Medivh. Unbeknownst to her, the latent fragments of Sargeras' soul jump into Medivh and hide inside him. In a stunning display of nepotism, Adrian gives her infant child the powers of Guardian. The human kingdom of Stormwind goes to war for her. Power fails to turn the orcs against him. Gul'dan agrees and proceeds to bring the Ternine for attacks on the orcs. The orcs respond by attempting to get rid of Stop and Ternine. Gul'dan Belgrave's horde slaughters the Ternine to flee into a forest led by Velen. Under War Chief Black Ant, the horde is reckless and destructive. Quickly, they eat all the food on Draenor and need a new place to live. Sargeras sees this as an opportunity to have his avatar freed from the tomb and tells Gul'dan about a lush planet of orcs and made called Azeroth. Back on Azeroth, Sargeras begins to corrupt Medivh, then eventually next Azeroth. Medivh is their ally and he continues to act as a guardian. An Orcan Corona meets and befriends Medivh and his apprentice Khadgar. Corona abandons the horde and sides with humans. Together, Khadgar and Corona discover that Medivh is responsible for opening the horde. He was the general in Medivh's death. Well-informed king ran of the situation. Assassinates the king against her will. Without its leader, Stormwind falls to the horde, ending the first war. The survivors of Stormwind flee north to the Loveheart convinces the other kingdoms to together the second war. Marches north from Stormwind to Iron Forge to get resources. The horde trapped in their cities. The horde continues north towards Lordaeron, but it's too well defended, so they head past it and go over to High Elves and quell Philosopher a bit before turning around. Gul'dan betrays the horde and leaves from a tomb of Sargeras with some soldiers. Fang betrays Sargeras and ignores orders to open a portal, instead planning to steal the power of Doom for himself. Sargeras, being betrayed, is Medivh to Gul'dan. Orgrim Doomhammer is unhurt from Gul'dan's desertion and begins a siege of Lordaeron. Doomhammer and counting on Gul'dan's forces to be assaulted. The pursuing human forces free the besieged dwarves and gnomes who pledge their service to the Alliance. The severely weakened horde makes their final stand at Black Rock Mountain. Orgrim Doomhammer kills Ant with Lowfar to break the human spirit. Black Rock Mountain after the Alliance departs and occupied the fortress for themselves, fortifying to keep from attackers. They create a cool new dark horde with secret ingredients and dragons. The victorious Alliance rebuilds Stormwind, named the adolescent son of Blaine Varian as king. The Alliance also puts the orcs they captured into internment camps. Orgrim himself is sent to one such camp. The High Elves, feeling the protection of Lordaeron, prioritized over their capital, Loss, leave the Alliance. Back on Draenor, the orc shaman Ner'zhul finds himself leading the remnants of the horde on a still dying world. He plans to open portals to other planets to plunder their resources because it worked so well last time.
What is it?
Azeroth.
Do not seek death.
Great work, Khadgar, and sent a small group of soldiers to
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Glory to the Sonora. Keep your wits about you. Stay the course.
Tearing apart the fabric of Draenor and abandoning the horde. The planet is destroyed and pulsed and pushed together, forming a floating landmass called the Outland. In order to save Azeroth, who might have been now stranded horde, Khadgar collapses the dark portal and traps himself in the Alliance expedition of the Outland. Presumed as extension, the leaders of the expedition are erected in the newly rebuilt Stormwind. Angered by Ner'zhul's betrayal of the horde, Gul'dan turns into an evil hat and a sword calls Philosopher that have the power to raise the dead. Then he drops them on Azeroth in order to weaken the human kingdoms in preparation for a Legion invasion. He also gives Ner'zhul a few demons called Dreadlords to help speed things along. In the Orcish internment camps, a young orc named Thrall befriends Doomhammer, and together they rally the orcs into rebellion and escape the camps. They build a cool new horde, and the secret ingredient is friendship, but Orgrim is killed, naming Thrall the new war chief. Thrall leads the orcs to the lost continent of Kalimdor in order to escape the humans and turn their way to the evil dark years when they were both weapons. Powerful magic. Find the Kalpazad and voice the recent grain delivery with bustling Azeroth to stop a grain ship. The duo is too late to stop the townsfolk from eating the grain, and no cure for a plague, Arthas decides to kill the infected. His wife is still dead. Jaina is aghast and abandons her. He marches to the city and meets his Reckmore foundation. Find him in Northrend. Arthas taking revenge on Mal'Ganis and follows him to Northrend, discovering the sword crossbow along the way. The sword consumes his soul, and Arthas is corrupted by will. The undead soldiers are dead with him. Arthas needs the power of the Sunwell, so he marches his forces north of Kel'Thuzad. Along the way, he captures the Ranger General of Silvermoon, Sylvanas Windrunner, who he kills and raises as a Banshee. The Scourge storms Silvermoon and slaughter the High Elves, raising Kel'Thuzad as a witch and corrupting the Sunwell in the process. With Kel'Thuzad resurrected, the Scourge returns south and raises Archimond, who builds a safe castle and searches the Ranger to destroy Dalaran. Remember that second level 30 Illidan made high job. A spooky medieval ghost meets Jaina and Thrall again and tells them the Alliance and Horde need to work together. Grommash Hellscream gets tricked by Manoroth into drinking more and servants of a burning legion again. Jaina leads Grom, who kills Manoroth, and brings him killing himself in the process. But it's also by the Night Elves, released from the power to stop the legion, and then Grom consumes the powers to blow up a Dreadlord. Run and Mal'Ganis are furious and banish Illidan. Sunstrider destroys the Sunwell so it doesn't corrupt his people. Without the Sunwell, the High Elves go into magic withdrawal, and most rename themselves to the Blood Elves. About 10% continue to call themselves High Elves and break off to rejoin the Alliance. This schism becomes the single largest point of contention among the WoW player base. Illidan, still angry about being accused of serving demons, agrees to serve the Jin by hunting down his local Lich King, Conroe. He teams up with Naga and Prince Calfast to cast a spell which severely injures the Lich King. Their Gul'Lahat realizes that unless someone puts him on, the Tiger who calls Arthas to Northrend. The Alliance rallies under Grand Master Garrett to push the undead out of the ruins of the Kingdom of Mordor, now called the Wasteland. The Lich King being weakened, Sylvanas breaks free from his control and works alongside him to retake the capital city. However, once his first defeated, she turns on her willing allies and slaves her. Murder on for herself, she unites the undead and brings the Lich King's control into a Forsaken. Arthas leaves Kel'Thuzad, the man remains here. Kel'Thuzad builds a big floating box called Naxxramas that he's ruling the Plaguelands from. The champions of Azeroth break in and kill him. The remaining demons in the Outlands reel from the Dark Portal in order to invade Azeroth. They are beaten up immediately, and Azeroth decides to invade the Outlands to teach them a lesson. This marks the beginning of the Burning Crusade. Calfast discovers that Fel energy is a substitute for Sunwell, which joins the Legion. One elf starts doing Fel magic and their eyes turn green. Some are upset about this and join the Horde. The rest continue to follow Calfast. Archer crash land on Azeroth and join the Alliance because it's beside them as Camelos. The Alliance find Khadgar, Kurgan, and Trollbane alive and operating in the Outlands. Weary Windrunner and General Corellian are still missing. Thrall meets Garrosh Hellscream, the son who Grommash Hellscream left behind on Draenor. The two become friends and Garrosh joins the Calfast, he gets really big and dies. Calfast gets resurrected with spell magic and decides to use the Sunwell to summon Kil'jaeden into Azeroth. The Alliance and Horde lay siege to the Sunwell, killing Calfast again and stopping Kil'jaeden before he can enter Azeroth. Velen purifies the Sunwell by throwing a dead chandelier into it, so what else don't die of withdrawal. This marks the end of the Burning Crusade. In Northrend, Malygos gets mad about how much magic people are using and decides no more magic for anyone. He begins to slurp up all the magic on Azeroth, which angers Vakir and Tor of Dalaran, since without magic, wizards are just frail nerds. They teleport Dalaran to the skies above Northrend and team up with the other dragon aspects in order to fight Malygos. Barry and Rin is rescued and returns to Stormwind to take his place as High King of the Alliance. The new and improved Lich King Arthas wakes up and decides to conquer Azeroth. He sends infected grain to the capital cities of the Alliance and Horde, which kills some citizens, but mostly just angers the two factions, who team up and send an expedition to Northrend to stop the Lich King. They're joined by the Arctic Crusade, a group of paladins devoted to stopping the undead. Some of Arthas' Death Knights rebel and join the Alliance and Horde. The Lich King resurrects Kel'Thuzad again and looks back promise to Northrend to fight the Arctic Crusade. Kel'Thuzad is killed almost immediately. Also, the dragons kill Malygos, so he stops using all the magic, and another dragon named Lepus replaces him with the Aspect. Some of the Crusade betray everyone, leads to plague and a bunch of Alliance and Horde soldiers, including Wolvar Dragon. Alexstrasza tries to save him by setting him on fire with questionable results. Yogg-Saron wakes up inside of Ulduar, so the champions of Azeroth kill him before he drives everyone insane. The Arctic Crusade hosts a big joust to decide who gets to kill the Lich King. The winners get the Storm Ice Crown Citadel. Discovered that the charged and still alive Ulduar is being held by Arthas. Led by the High Lord of the Arctic Crusade, Fury and Horde, the best jousters in Azeroth march on Ice Crown Citadel and kill the Lich King, shattering Frostmourne in the process. The spirit of King Cairn Menethil is released from Frostmourne and tells Fury that someone needs to put on the evil hat or the undead will start to together. The walking shark will pretend that it's Bolvar, calls dibs, and becomes the new Lich King, getting frozen in a block of ice. The Lich King is the old gods, whispering to him for 10,000 years, so he can praise him for he just woke up and rose out of the bed and broke out of deep, pulling up a lot of Azeroth in the process. Now, the King of the Dwarves, Nike Bronzebeard, tries to research how to stop Deathwing from pulling up Azeroth and accidentally turns himself into a giant diamond. Now Iron Forge doesn't have a king and a free dwarf plan, fight over who should lead. They wind up deciding to just make a council. Minouesse gets overrun by a furry convention, who will invade and try to sway the Alliance. Minouesse anyway. Eventually, the Alliance, a bunch of goblins will also land on the side. Roll safe to switch fighters. Dragon aspects team up to stop them. Rocks, we have a group of Thrall, which is going to talk to the Dwarf. This means Thrall has to retire from the Horde, so he appoints Garrosh as the new Horde chief. Definitely decides he's the learning king of Azeroth, so the Drake Lakes it. The girls are the firemen, bring down their trees and kill them. Can't stop Ghost. Then Thrall blows him up. Using the dragon to death, used up all the dragon aspect's power, so we are in powerful. The Cataclysm ends. Garrosh fights Force, so he decides to send him like a blind city in America, creating a great deal of character for fight. Crash lands on an uncharted island called Pandaren, a mystical land inhabited by talking pandas. Pandaren tell the Alliance and Horde or wake up the angry amongst their land. The two factions proceed to fight even harder and start corrupting everything. Anduin asks Garrosh to help him save Pandaren. Garrosh responds by dropping a bell on him. The Horde leaders get upset with Garrosh for declaring war on literally everything, so Garrosh declares war then and forms a cool new horde of the secret decides he wants to eat one. He starts researching how and learns that the heart of the old god is buried in a sacred Pandaren temple. He digs up the heart and throws it in a lake, corrupting all of Pandaren. At this point, Garrosh has declared war on literally every major faction, all of whom team up and storm Horde and try to kill him. Garrosh's horde is defeated and Garrosh is captured and put on trial for setting the world record for most war crimes, ending this in Pandaren. Finally, Garrosh escapes with the help of the Bronze Dragon and goes back in time to Draenor before the first Horde drinks of water. Luckily for this video, going back in time creates a little pocket dimension instead of rewriting the entire history of WoW. In this pocket dimension, Garrosh tells the captain that he was to slay the Horde will lead. So they kill Manoroth, capture Gul'dan, and form a cool new Iron Horde, and the secret ingredient is goblin technology. They still decide to invade Azeroth though, so they build a new dark portal and plug Gul'dan into it like a 9-volt battery. Somehow, this allows their portal to hijack into our portal, and suddenly the Iron Horde is pouring into present-day Azeroth. The Alliance and Horde team up with Khadgar, the resident expert close to the dark portal, and send a strike force called the Iron Vanguard through the portal to turn on. They do this by unplugging Gul'dan and just letting him walk away for some reason. Then, since people keep reopening these things, we blow up the portal with a cannon. The Iron Vanguard goes around killing the various warlords of the land. Thrall challenges Garrosh to an honorable duel, but he loses his skills with lightning instead. 90% of his leadership, the Iron Horde is absolutely useless. Then shows up to war about tasting evil blood as the Iron Horde is today. Then someone tries to still alive to get the first half of the team. Never, their souls just go back to Argus to drink more. Also, this is the same Archimon that fought the Horde. Despite this being a pocket dimension, there's only one burning leader. What is it? Anyway, the Iron Vanguard keeps up with the Iron Horde. They kill Archimon before he picks up some bandits, ending the warlords of Draenor. The Burning Legion sends alternate universe Gul'dan to Azeroth. fight the Legion. Also, he's on our side now. The Legion is still primarily looking at the Broken Islands. The Catch Arc first dollar on there to fight the Alliance support for Alien. All pile onto a spaceship and fly to the planet Argus.
Stay away from
Finds Larry and Corelli and we're on a space crusade. The gang finds out that Sargeras is holding the souls of the Titan Pantheon prisoner and free them. Then they kill Argus, which means the demons can't respawn anymore. Meanwhile, Sargeras finally has a portal big enough to pass through, so he heads to Azeroth to destroy it. The Pantheon stops him and puts him in Bad Titan jail, but not before Sargeras impales his sword into Azeroth in a last-ditch effort to kill the World Soul. The Legion is defeated and Illidan stays behind to bully Sargeras. Back on Azeroth, the Titan World Soul is weak to death because it has a big sword. One is good at making bombs, everybody wants it. Sylvanas is angry and burns down to the rest. The Alliance is saved by Sylvanas is Starfang still feels bad about committing genocide, so anyone less than Captain Starfang rallies the rest of the Horde behind him because they also feel bad about committing genocide. Starfang and his no-genocide Horde team up with the Alliance and go to Orgrimmar to stop Sylvanas and her pro-genocide. Starfang decides to laugh and challenge Sylvanas to an honorable orc duel instead. Sylvanas agrees. Starfang is about to win, so Sylvanas just insta-kills the Hell's Forge hammer like from anyone and flies off. Everyone feels bad for the pro-genocide Horde's monsters less. They forgive them for the genocide immediately before flying. Things are starting to wind down. Faster attacks them to send us off.